What's really happening with Baby
It's currently
Monster?
making headlines due to various reasons, and one of
What is
them
going
is its
on?
upcoming girl group BABYMONSTER. People are discussing how the company missed the mark with them by constantly delaying the debut. And as much as we hate to say it, they're right. BABYMONSTER's debut was especially significant and anticipated as it marked YG's first girl group ever since Blackpink debuted 7 years ago. BABYMONSTER made their initial appearance on the scene towards the end of 2022. While it was said that they would be debuting in the first half of 2023, as of September 26th, the debut has been delayed and we have no concrete date on
I
when
really
it
have
will
to get
happen. The
like
group first faced
into
issues when
them.
it was disclosed that Chiquita, one of the group's members, was only 13 years old. This
Oh,
revelation ignited a swift and intense backlash, with many questioning the ethical implications of having such a young idol trainee. Internet users were quick to
damn,
point out that
13?
Baby Monster had spent 4 years preparing for debut, which meant Chiquita started training at the
9?
mere age of 9. This revelation intensified concerns, leading to a broader examination of YG's decision-making, especially considering the controversial history of Yang Hyun-suk, who, as far as we know, had a prominent role in the group's development. Then the group was criticized over Ah-hyun's use of the N-word when she was rapping along to Nicki Minaj's Feeling Myself.
Come
But
on.
neither of these things fizzled down the
It's like
excitement
lyrics,
over
right?
their debut, so people already started assuming that Baby Monster would be one of the leaders of the 5th generation. That was until YG started making some questionable decisions. The first nail in the coffin came on March 6th. YG dropped a teaser for the final evaluation, with Yang
Yeah, I need
Hyun-suk
to check
revealing
those
that
out.
Baby Monster wouldn't actually be debuting with 7 members. Despite the prior introduction of the 7 trainees as the future members,
They get rid of
YG
one?
surprised everyone by stating on camera that some trainees would be eliminated from the show. This was widely recognized as a cheap tactic for noise
Oh.
marketing, but at least fans were hopeful that once the show ends, we would see the group debut right after.
That's like the
That's
Stray
what it
Kids
turned out
thing.
to be, as after all the suspense, Yang Hyun-suk revealed that all 7 members would be debuting. It made sense after all.
Wow.
The show generated enough buzz to get Baby Monster's debut a lot of attention, so it would be natural for the company to put them out there as soon as possible after the show was over in hopes
That's
of
what I
riding
was
the public
thinking.
high. Just to give you an idea of how excited everyone
have
was for the
songs ready and
group,
everything,
back in
right?
June, YG Entertainment had reported significant growth in Baby Monster's official social media channels, which were established in February and monitored from February 1st, 2023 to May 31st, 2023. Based on these reports, their Twitter account gained 248,000 followers, Instagram saw an increase of 2.22 million
Not bad.
followers, and their Facebook account garnered 200,000 likes. Additionally, they've achieved an impressive milestone of 3.11 million subscribers on their official YouTube channel, and their pre-debut song Dream has amassed a staggering 51.8 million views as of September 26th. After all these milestones in July of this year, YG announced that Baby Monster would debut in September. The company, to their credit, tried to make everyone excited about the release. Their debut track was said to be a dynamic hip-hop track, and YG had also revealed that they collaborated with renowned international producers who have traveled to Korea multiple times to work on the group's debut album. This collaboration, according to the company, had resulted in a collection of tracks, including their debut song, and they had already outlined future projects following their debut. Considering that Blackpink and 21 had debuts that changed the industry and started trends, people were expecting Baby Monster's album to deliver the same success. They had a survival show which helped them build pre-debut hype, and they were from a big 3 company, not to mention the first girl group to debut in YG after Blackpink, so their fame was pretty much set in stone. They just needed to
Yeah.
debut. Except this debut hasn't happened yet. With YG having lots of
Why?
problems convincing the Blackpink members to renew their
Also,
contracts, the public expected
that
Baby
thing,
Monster to have a
yeah.
rush debut. It would be the perfect time for the
Blackpink are
company
leaving,
to
right?
announce that even if the Blackpink members were to leave, they still had other groups to rely on. In addition to that, their stocks fell significantly, so what better way to get back the trust of investors than by introducing a brand new group with a brand new established fandom that would
That makes
grow over
sense.
time? They did the opposite by announcing that not only were they still having problems with the renewal of Blackpink's contracts, but they also announced that Baby Monster's album release would be delayed to improve quality. At this point, it's a YG tactic to have their groups debut much later than the end of the survival shows. iKON debuted almost a year after they were crowned the winners of Mix and Match. Winner debuted a year after Win, Who's Next, even though the company promised that they would debut right away, and it took Treasure 2 years to debut after Treasure Box ended. Yet in none of these previous cases were they as urgently in need of another group to generate revenue as they are at this moment. Their moneymakers are rumored to be leaving, iKON and G-Dragon
I
have
have a
already
feeling-
left, and they don't have
I have a feeling Baby Monster is probably gonna debut around the time where the contracts with the Blackpink members are gonna be finishing up. I have a feeling that's like gonna be like, ooh, Blackpink has left us, but here's Baby Monster, you know?
Have any other artists which made them so much money? Shouldn't it be a logical solution to bring out another group, especially since they were said to be ready to debut? So the first reason why they haven't debuted is just YG being YG. They were being premature with the show and with their promises of Baby Monster's debut time. Despite all their statements, maybe the album and music video are nowhere near done and they're trying to stall time by delaying the debut altogether. It wouldn't be the first time that YG has delayed a release, and it wouldn't be the last. The second reason is that maybe they want an empty house to debut Baby Monster so they wouldn't have a lot of competition and have the release do better. With groups debuting and coming back left and right, it would be more than normal for YG to want no one to rival the girls at the time of their debut. However, this theory gets debunked by the fact that no matter when they debut, a new girl group from YG, who would be Blackpink's juniors, would get hype either way. Maybe that's why YG is so comfortable making these bold decisions about the time of their debut.
That's true, but I feel like it would be even more of like even more of hype, you know, like, whoa, twice Blackpink already left, so there's no more, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna go different ways, they're gonna do their own things, they'll join different organizations. So I feel like everything is gonna be funneled into Baby Monster after they leave. Because otherwise, if, you know, some stay, like, let's say, I don't know, Rosé stays or whatever, then it's going to be like, yeah, it's Rosé, but then there's also Baby Monster, but that way they only go like
The
Baby
most
Monster.
likely theory is that YG is waiting to see what the future holds for Blackpink and whether they would want
Also,
to continue
they
in
have
the company.
uncertain-
Blackpink is undoubtedly YG's most profitable act, and the company's stock value is closely tied to their success. The future status of Blackpink's members' contracts could seriously affect YG's financial
But
stability.
also, like, keeping Blackpink, you know, like, they're the group that makes the most money. It probably wouldn't hurt to have two girl groups. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the company might have decided to make sure Blackpink renewed their contract before focusing on launching a new group, even if people were excited about it. YG could be potentially worried about spending money on a new group's debut and promotions, while they might face financial problems if Blackpink members leave or don't renew their contracts. So by delaying the new group's debut, YG Entertainment can figure out what's happening with Blackpink first and then make decisions based on that. The last reason may be because they're dealing with contract negotiations, not with Blackpink, but with Ahyun herself. A member of the online community, Nate Pan, recently noticed that Ahyun hasn't been actively participating with Baby Monster lately, which has raised heavy suspicions that she might have left the group altogether. They pointed out that the other members have been regularly sharing Reels videos for fans, and there are photos and videos of them at the YG building, but Ahyun has been allegedly absent since her last Reels video on July 15th. The fan also mentioned that Ahyun was the only member who didn't attend Blackpink's concert and who wasn't seen with the other members. Maybe Ahyun got tired of wasting her potential in YG's basement, waiting for the day that the company finally okayed the group's debut and departed before she even hit the stage as a member. YG is known to have delays in everything, debuts and comebacks included, and seeing the fate of their seniors, who have less songs in 7 years than some rookie groups, maybe she wanted to get out of there before it was too late. The theories are endless, but the fact is that the more YG Entertainment...
I was looking at like some of Blackpink's, because I haven't really dove deep into Blackpink yet. I'm gonna be doing that soon. But I was looking at like some of the content that Blackpink have compared to, like, 7 years is a long time, and like just even looking at how much content they have, just taken everything into like just the songs and like TV shows and stuff like that. They really don't have that much compared to like other groups of their age, you know what I'm saying? Especially the songs as well.
Keeps the girls in the basement, the more the public is going to lose their interest. Yes, they're a group from one of the biggest companies in the industry, but with JYP, SM, and HYBE all debuting new groups or planning to debut others in the near future, a group that already faced backlash might find it hard to rise in midst of all this competition. Not to mention that the show was filmed a year ago, and this was a known fact, so it doesn't make sense that YG would just announce that some contestants would be eliminated. So does this mean someone was eliminated and YG announced otherwise surprised because of all the backlash they were getting. To add to that, the members have been training for a long time and have been promised to debut for a while since the show was filmed last year, so why would YG delay their debut? Now that all the hype from the survival show is gone and people are finding themselves attached to other groups,
YG kind of seems a little bit
come up
messy
with a truly great debut album or do something unique to set them apart from others. Sure, there's no chance that Blackpink's juniors and a YG Entertainment Group's debut could go unnoticed, but we fear that it won't hold up in the current K-pop scene. What are your thoughts on the matter? Share them in the comments and
yeah, I think they're just waiting to see if like the Blackpink members are gonna renew their contracts or not. But either way, the debut is gonna be big. You know, if Blackpink leaves, wow, you know, look, we got this big group. If some of them Blackpink members stay, then they're definitely gonna do like collabs and stuff like that to promote even more, right? So, interesting.